What's up, you guys? It is Travis with Travis TV. Listen, we are back with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the recap on episode 3. Y'all, when I say this episode was so juicy and so much stuff is going to be plotting out. And of course, thank you, Bravo TV. They sent me over the stuff to talk about, and we're just going to jump right into it, y'all. So Eva and Cynthia, they are driving the car as the scene opens up, and Eva and Cynthia, they're doing some house shopping for Eva. As you know, she is moving once again to stay away from her donor, which is really her baby father, you guys. But, so, one thing I did not understand, Eva, I'm all about making sure that you're keeping your family, your parents, your husband, your kids, and yourself protected. However, the house that you guys stopped at, which was like 3,700 square feet, all fine and dandy. But why pick a house that does not have a gate? I don't understand, Eva. Like, what is your problem? Like, I was thinking when y'all pulled up at the house, there's going to be almost like, you know, when you pull up the Candy House, she has a gate. When you pull up the Chateau Charade, even she got a gate. Kenya got a gate. Everybody has a gate. So if you're really concerned about the safety of your family, yourself, your parents, your kids, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, whomever, why not pick a house that has a gate? Which I did not quite understand. Beautiful home, by the way, but I did not understand why not pick a house that has a gate around it, Eva. And I didn't also understand, where's all this shade coming from? Last time I checked, I don't think Nene Leakes did anything to you for you to be throwing so much shade at her. You was talking about the glue that keeps the family together, and then, you know, Cynthia said, well, that glue must not work for her friendships. Because she was still having the same issues in regards to her friendships not working. Why throwing so much shade at the HBIC, Nene Leakes? Of course, I didn't understand that. Even what you should have been paying more attention to is finding a nice house instead of get out that 2-bedroom apartment or condo that you're staying in, and make sure that you're finding a place for your kids that has a gate. If you such worried and scared that your baby daddy, Mr. Donor, we're going to call him, is going to come attack you. I didn't quite understand it, Eva. Please ask the questions, because the questions and people have questions and answers that we need. So the second scene, Portia, she visits Tanya. I love Tanya, everything about Tanya, y'all. I just love her. She's beautiful, very nice house, very nice fashions. And I really just wish she was a housewife, but unfortunately she is not a housewife. But they're talking about the relationships between Portia and her in this particular episode, her ex-fiance, or let's call him the baby daddy. Her baby daddy and Portia, as you guys noticed on the last episode, she found out that Dennis has been cheating on her and during the entire pregnancy, which I did not quite understand. Dennis, what's the purpose of being in a relationship if you guys going to cheat? And that's really for anybody. I would like to really know, what's the purpose of being in a relationship if you're not ready to commit to that relationship? Why cheat? And then what makes it more bad is that you cheated while Portia was pregnant. I didn't understand. But at the same time, people, I do not understand. And we're going to talk about this a little bit about Kenya too. Portia, you jumped, and I'm saying this with love. I just think I'm being a big cousin right now. You jumped into this relationship with Dennis so quick, like in the matter of a year or two, you're pregnant by him. Y'all don't move together. Y'all don't got engaged. And I'm all for love. Don't get me wrong. I'm all here for love, and I love the thought of love. Love is amazing. But I think you rushed too quickly into it and not really getting the opportunity to really get to know Dennis. As you guys can see on last season, they did tell you Dennis had all these tattoos of females on him, and it was just a bunch of stuff that kind of gave you a red flag in regards to Dennis. So I don't quite understand why people jump into a relationship so quickly and not really take the time to get to know the individual that you're dealing with. Because if you would have took the time to get to really know him and live in his home for a very long time, or you guys bought a house together, then I think some of the stuff would have been open. And then at the same time, if he did it to other people, and I understand people change and people grow, thank you, Jesus. However, I think if you would have took the time to really get to know his pattern as far as him just as a person and just everything, some of this stuff could have been avoided. But I'm all here for you, Portia. Don't get me wrong. I got to be honest. The people are talking about, so of course I'm doing my job by talking about this too. But I think it should have took some time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it should have been taking some time getting to know Dennis before you jumped so quickly and so fast with him. Um, yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Now, Dennis, I'm not giving you a pass or anything. You shouldn't have cheated on Portia. You damn wrong for that. This point blank and the period. You are wrong for cheating on your soon-to-be wife, fiance, baby mama, whatever you want to call her, while she was pregnant. Man, you wrong for that. All right, so the next scene after Portia and Tanya, Nene and Greg, of course, the HBIC is back. Y'all, did I say HBCU? Y'all think about historic colleges right now. Shout out to Benedict College. But the HBC, y'all cannot get it together. What is going on, Travis? Get it together. The HBIC, Nene Lee, she is back full force. As you guys noticed, the scene opened up with her and Greg at their home. As you guys know, Nene is now an ambassador with the American Cancer Society. They're coming in there to do an interview, and as you guys can see, Nene is still affected by her relationship status with Greg. As you guys know, Greg has beat cancer. He's cancer free. And oftentimes people pay attention to the person that has cancer and not pay attention to the people that actually have to take care of the person that has cancer, which are the caregivers. And Nene, by this being her first time having to be a caregiver, it was a lot for her, in my opinion, that she had to deal with. Of course, you're dealing with your loved one, your spouse. That's a lot of stress within itself. You want to make sure that they're good, make sure they're doing all the appointments, make sure they're on top of their health. And then also, a lot of people, you're not thinking about how Nene's thinking about it. Her husband is going through all this stuff. She's still a wife. She's still a mom. She got to make sure her kids are good. She has to make sure that she's good. It's a lot of pressure that I think a lot of the caregivers go through, and people don't really talk about the caregivers because oftentimes we are so caught up, which is not a problem, but we're caught up in the person that has cancer instead of really checking on everyone. Just like Nene was saying, when Greg caught cancer, it was an entire effect on the entire household. Even though Greg was the one dealing with the cancer per se and fighting for his life, but Nene, she's dealing with it. Brandon's dealing with it. Hell, the dog dealing with Player. He would deal with it. Player, I'm pretty sure Greg was taking Player outside, trying to take him to get some water and fix a squirrel, or take him outside to use the bathroom. Player was affected. So, in seeing your somebody that you look up to, I'm speaking of talking about Player. Send somebody that you look up to and they're sick, it takes a lot. So I really commend Nene to really fighting it out, and really Greg. And one thing I appreciate, when Greg said you was as important as well, when Nene was saying she don't want to cry and people think it's all about her, but then Greg said it is about you, because at this particular time they are one, and if they're going through it, if Greg is going through it, Nene's going through it, if Nene's going through it, Greg's going through it. They're a married couple. So I wish a lot of people would stay off of Nene in regards to her being the caregiver, and not being so compassionate about what Greg's going through, which she really was. Another thing, so Candy and Todd, they're popping up at the restaurant, and I gotta admit, Todd, you were kind of a little bit too hard on Candy in regards to the whole surrogacy process. As you guys know, Candy and Todd, they are expecting a baby girl, and they took the surrogate route, and it's new for Portia, not new for Portia, excuse me. It's new for Candy, and also it's new for Todd in regards to the whole process of having a surrogate and just communication and just the whole nine. It's a lot. I commend Candy and Todd going this route. A lot of people don't want to talk about this in the Black community, but this is an option, as you guys know, and for them to be going this route and learning as they go, it is a process, and you're not going to always get it right. And Todd, I hope you realize that too. Candy's not going to always get it right, and Candy, I hope you realize Todd, he's not going to always get it right. Now, one thing that I did want to also talk about was Todd taking his 23-year-old daughter at the time to the strip club. Okay, so I'm playing a little devil's advocate. I appreciate Todd taking his daughter to the strip club, but then I don't appreciate Todd taking his daughter to the strip club. The reason why I agree with Todd taking his daughter to the strip club, hey, if you're going to go to the strip club, let me, as the parent, let me take you, let me enjoy your first experience and make sure that you're safe and protected. I'm right here if you need me. Let's slide them dollars and spend them dollars out to the strippers. Let's do the whole thing. But then at the same time, you have to let your child, well, your adult child, grow up. I couldn't imagine if my mom was taking me to the strip club at 23. Not maybe 17, 18, if you want to get your little feet wet or something like that. Absolutely. But taking your child at the strip club at 23, I'm kind of 50-50 right there. I agree with Todd, but then at the same time, like your child's an adult. She going to learn by mistakes. We get it. I just didn't understand that part. I didn't understand that part, but I kind of I see both sides to that. Of course, I kind of agree with Todd taking your child to the strip club, but then at the same time, like Todd, let your daughter grow up. So I'm kind of 50-50 with that, Todd. Um, okay, y'all. So I didn't want to talk about this. Some of y'all chewed me up last week about Kenya. I love Kenya, by the way, but I gotta make sure I'm doing my job. Okay. All right. So Mark and Kenya's relationship. I have to be completely honest. I don't think it's real. I know for sure that they are married, legally married. I saw the documents myself. It's public records. Anyone can see it. But again, like I was saying about Portia and Dennis, I believe the relationship between Mark and Kenya was very rushed. Just like Portia and Dennis. But it was a little bit more worse than Portia and Dennis because Ken, you don't marry this man. Your daddy wasn't at your wedding. Nobody in your family like that was really at your wedding. It was a secret to everybody. Before you know it, you don't got pregnant by this man. You don't had a baby with this man. It was rushed. And Mark, I just don't understand. Why do you think it's okay to talk to Kenya like that? Now, I know Kenya can be gone with the wind fabulous and just extra at times and talk crazy at times and things of that nature, but I do kind of see the side where Kenya's coming from. Mark, you're not the nicest person. Just the way you interacted with Kenya and the scene that we all seen, I don't think that was really nice of you to talk to her like that. You really talked to her like she didn't know anything about how to be a parent. You were low key disrespectful, Mark, and I got to be honest. You was very disrespectful in the way you was talking to her. Like, why would you think it's okay when Kenya's over there trying to scramble some eggs and do all that stuff, and she was saying that the pancakes or something like that was going to be good, and you like making faces at baby Brooklyn like, that's nasty, it's nasty, that. Like, come on, Mark. Like, you really? That's the mother of your child, and that's the wife. And your wife at that, not the wife. That's your wife. And you thought that was okay to do that in front of your daughter. Of course, your daughter, she's at the age, she's going to be paying attention to everything that you do. So by you doing that in front of her mom and somebody that she looks up to as a woman, Mark, you were wrong for that. And then at the same time, Kenya and Mark, and really this is to Kenya, I don't know how I feel about long distance marriages. I mean, come on, people. I mean, I don't understand the whole long. Now, I can't even do a long distance relationship, better yet alone a whole entire long distance marriage. Like, Ken, you live in Atlanta. Mark, you live in New York. Mark, you got your whole life up there. Ken, you got your whole life in Atlanta. Like, y'all never had the opportunity to really live together, and then y'all married and y'all got a baby. I don't know about that, people. I don't know about that, people, but quiet is kept. Ken, you probably need to check Mark, too. I'm not saying that Mark is cheating. Allegedly, he's not cheating. And I'm not saying he is cheating. But at the same time, if Mark's living in New York and you live in Atlanta, and Mark is talking to you like that in Atlanta, and then he's not wanting to spend one-on-one time with his wife, Mark, what you got going on in New York? What you got going on in New York? I got my eye. I got my eye on you, Mark. What are you doing in New York? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. And then also Marlo. Marlo so far, I'm loving Marlo. I still don't know why Bravo TV, why y'all haven't gave her a peach yet, but that's neither here nor there. She's a good TV. I feel as though that Bravo needs Marlo because Marlo just good TV. But as you guys been noticing, Marlo, she has really been trying to be the peacemaker. Of course, in the first couple of episodes, you guys see her been a parent figure to her nephews by taking them in. She has custody of them. Of course, they had this situation with their mom going on, her sister. But you can see closer to the end of the episode, her and Nene talking when Nene was going to be saying Cynthia at Pride. And Marlo was like, so how are you going to react when you see her? And just telling her just to be nice and things of that nature. And then Nene said, well, I'm a changed woman of God. Hallelujah. I love Jesus. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? You know, she's acting like that. You know, Didi was doing that. And Marlo, I can see she's really trying to be the peacemaker. Now, you guys, you know Marlo, she's been a peacemaker now. But I'm telling you, as the episodes start going, a lot of stuff is going to start making sense. And you're going to notice Marlo has, you're going to see the old Marlo coming out pretty soon, a couple next episodes. And then Eva. Okay, Eva. I know we talked about this last episode, but at the same time, Eva, I still don't understand why you came to Kenya's daughter's, I don't know, coming out show or whatever you want to call it, introduction, Baby Brooklyn, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand. If you know that's a kids event, why not bring your kids there? You really think and honestly believe that Kenya's going to do something to your child, your kids, at a baby function? I would have rather you stayed at home and just Uber me that little gift that you gave Kenya. What was the part of you, Carmen? I appreciate you supporting, but you could have supported her by just sending her that gift if you was going to bring your child, your kids, to a baby thing. And you really thought Kenya was going to hurt your kid. Come on, Eva. Y'all pay attention to Eva's storyline. I love Eva to death. God knows I do. But I gotta be honest. Eva. Some of the stuff that you're doing on the season is not making any sense. You're throwing too much shade at too many cast members, and I'm not quite sure why you're throwing so much shade and why that palm tree is so thick right now. But you guys, a lot of stuff she's saying, trust me, as the season go on, is a lot of this is going to start making sense, and it's going to start making sense, and it's going to start making sense. Just keep on watching. But also, let's see what else we got to talk about. What else? Oh, and then so at the end of the episode, so you see first Eva and Cynthia and Cynthia's daughter. They're at the Pride event, gay Pride event, and you see that they're on the float. They're having a good time, and then Nene pops up, and you can see her walking up the steps, and she just made that at Cynthia. And y'all, next episode is going to be very juicy. You want to make sure that you are tuning in every single Sunday at 8/7 Central on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Listen, the first 3 episodes is preparing the foundation and is mixing all the ingredients up, because a lot of this stuff is going to make a lot of sense. And I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss 1 second of this. And speaking of seconds, you guys, I'm actually running out of seconds, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to our first episode of the recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12, Episodes 1 and 2. If you guys haven't seen that already, you definitely want to make sure that you're looking at the previous video. But also, you guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only way you can keep in contact with me as soon as we drop another video. Once again, thank you so much to Bravo TV. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you let anyone and everyone know about this video. My name is Travis Ware, the correspondent with Real Housewives of Atlanta, hosting the recap. This is episode 3. You guys like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you back next week on Monday. Don't be late. Listen, it's going to be some juicy stuff going on.